How's it going? What you saying? This Govinda Singh 1984. What I'm going to do is another blog. I'm going to mess up my beard because, like, if you haven't seen my previous blog, it's all about being a bit flash, a bit trampy, a bit flashy because I just can't be fucking asked if you get what I'm saying, yeah? So basically, we've gotten the challenge. You had the 16 bar challenge, you had the ice bucket challenge, but this challenge is what would you say if you were present in the Akal Takat in 1984? Because if you were like me, I was born in 1984. So when you grow older, you see the pictures and the photos of the desecration of the Golden Temple, and you like what happened, and there's people saying this happened. You got those Khalistanis who are like Hindu government Hindu government and you go all that, then you go all sorts of things, information going this way, that way, and so I decided to look into it myself and write a bit of a speech of what I would say if I was present. And when you see this, you put up a video, what would you say, and we see who's like-minded and who's just a dickhead, yeah? Okay, this is how we're going to do it. And I'm going to read it in a formal accent, okay? Don't get twisted, yeah? I'm South Holian, yeah? Today's blog. My reason for disagreeing with Bhindranwala's and Khalistani's anti-Hindu poison. In the 1980s, when the whole Indian nation was watching him, this is a summary of what Bhindranwala had to say. Sikhs are not Hindus. When the Muslim is born, they take a blade to be circumcised. The Hindu takes a blade to shave the head, whereas the Sikh does not cut his hair and is pure from birth. The Hindus have many scriptures, whereas the Sikhs have the Guru Granth Sahib. We are completely different. Sikhi is its own path. When the whole nation is watching, is that all he had to say? His irresponsible rhetoric endangers so many lives. This is what I would say if I could have been present in 1984. After 1947, when Nehru assumed office, he banned all opposition parties such as the Gurdwara Party, the RSS, and Subhash Chandra Bose Netaji's All India Forward Bloc. Nehru then implemented the License Raj, a policy where farmers throughout the country had to go through an 80 agency panel assessment before they would be granted a license to trade. When we Rajput Punjabis would oppose this, we would be illegally detained. Thus the elite in Maharashtra got an iron fist grip on the economy of Punjab, but not only in Punjab, yet also Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and as far south as Dravidara. This theft of our resources continued up until even the 1970s. After Nehru passed away, his daughter Indira Gandhi practically took his place. She was opposed by the new formation of the Janata Party, the only real opposition to the Indian National Congress dictatorship. When Indira Gandhi was defeated by Raj Narain in the 1970s, she issued a state of emergency where all opposition were illegally detained and the media became under the control of the INC. Many high-profile ministers such as Raj Narain, Chaudhary Charan Singh, Jai Prakash Narayan and Shri Krishna Advani were detained and spent many years behind bars. Then a dilemma unfolded in Punjab. Sikh separatists demanded all Punjabis withdraw support and recognition of the Lok Sabha as an authority over Punjab and would kill anyone who gets in their way of establishing a religious state. We, the Shera Punjab, are secularists who acknowledge Punjab's diverse history, ranging from the Indus Valley, Harappa civilization, to the Kushan Empire, Siddhartha Gautama Buddha influences, Mahivir and Rajput Bias heritage, along with medieval Sikh history. This is why we believe, like Maharaj Ranjit Singh, our Punjab must remain secular. For this belief, we have been religiously persecuted by the separatist Khalistanis and economically exploited by the Marathi elite from Maharashtra. We acknowledge a 50% tax contribution from our state's economy going towards the central government in New Delhi. This contribution, along with other states, goes towards funding the public sector of our Indian nation, such as the fire brigade, the army, education and development. What remains is the local government 50% treasury, a treasury that will be developing Punjab, roads, electricity, schools, healthcare, etc. But currently, our local government economy is in the back pockets of Marathis who are using it to live a luxurious lifestyle. When we demand our local economy be transferred to the secular government of Punjab, we are kidnapped, tortured by the elitist Marathi organisations, so we appeal to the Janata, Bharatiya Lokdal, Dravida Munitra Kazgam, Telugu Desam to organise a coup to overthrow the Marathi Indira Gandhi-backed dictatorship. We will defend the Akal Takht from being stormed, that's why we are inside to defend the complex. But in no way are we here in support of the Lashkar Khalistani separatists. We demand the removal of both Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Indira Gandhi murderers from the Lok Sabha, and also appeal to the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf on the west side of the border to help us in doing so. Share up Punjab Zindabad. So as I was saying, that's a bit of a badass speech. So what you got to do, you've got to come up with what would you say, because the reason why I feel I had to do this vlog is in 1984, Dindar was talking about the differences in spiritual paths, what makes us different from each other, and he's turning the whole country against us. What you need to do is you need to reach out to your economic comrades, those who are in the same boat as you, whether they are from Andhra Pradesh, Dravida, Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, Bengal. You have to reach out to everyone who's going through the same distress as you and say, this is what's happening. They should have been talking about the license Raj and what those who've enforced the license Raj in the Indian National Congress, who had enforced the license Raj, what they've been doing to Indian opposition throughout the country. So that way, if they're going to still storm when you say that, that means they're going to say they're going to kill everyone. They're going to storm everyone throughout the whole country. So that's why I feel it's important for me to do this video. And the South Holian accent is because, don't get twisted, when we get a few qualifications in English, we can speak very clearly on that. But to get through the fucking thick skulls of some of these boys in South, you gotta speak on their fucking level, yeah? You get what I'm saying? And so what I want to say, I'm going to mess up my beard and I'm going to show you my Odinist t-shirt. This is the original Santa Claus with one eye. And I'm going to do a little prayer in Styrius now. Om Ka Satnam Satnam Sri Om Ka Bolo Satnam Om. Can you feel the peace? Can you feel the tranquility, the sereneness of your mind when you are meditating the vibration of the universe? So don't get twisted, yeah?